All right, let's dive in. The world of voice AI right now is absolutely fascinating. And here's the thing you have to understand. It's not one big race. It's actually two completely different worlds with different rules colliding. And figuring out that collision, well, that's the key to knowing who's going to win.
So here's the core idea I want you to hold on to. You've got two markets playing two totally different games. On one side, you have what I'm calling the enterprise arena. This is the land of the giants, the incumbents. It's all about heavy-duty security, long consultative sales cycles, and proving a return on investment. Then on the other side, you've got the self-serve revolution. This world is built from the ground up for developers. It's all about speed, a killer API, and pricing that just makes sense.
Okay, so if these two worlds are so different, where do they actually fight? Well, they collide on what we can think of as the modern AI battlefield. And this fight is being defined by three huge technology trends. If you get these, you get who has the upper hand. And believe me, the stakes here could not be higher. We're not talking about a small niche. This market is projected to explode to nearly $32 billion by 2028. This is a massive economic shift, and every single player wants the biggest slice of that pie they can get.
The first big trend is this huge leap from AI that just answers you to AI that can actually act for you. People are calling it agentic AI. We're talking about moving way beyond simple chatbots. Imagine calling in for a refund, and the AI doesn't just tell you the policy, it actually reasons, plans, and processes the entire refund for you, right then and there. That's the new frontier. And for businesses, it is an absolute game changer. Now, of course, with all this powerful AI, there's always the risk it might, go off the rails. So the smartest companies are solving this with something they call guardrails. It's a brilliant solution, really. They're anchoring all that creative, free-flowing AI to a company's own trusted data and a hard-coded set of rules. This way, you get the best of both worlds, a conversation that feels incredibly natural but stays perfectly accurate and on brand.
And let's talk about speed, because for voice, speed is everything. We are in a full-blown latency arms race. The new gold standard, the new table stakes, is a response time under 500 milliseconds. And why is that number so important? Because anything slower than that just feels wrong to the human ear. It feels clunky. This isn't just a tech spec on a sheet. It's the difference between a frustrating robot and a conversation that actually feels human.
So, keeping those three big trends in mind, agents, guardrails, and speed, let's meet the actual competitors. You can really split them into two camps, and it's a classic story, the established giants versus the nimble speedsters. First up, the giants. These are the names you probably know. You've got SoundHound, which is going super deep into specific industries like banking and insurance. Then there's IBM with Watson X, really owning the highly regulated spaces that need serious governance. Of course, you have Google, and it's just massive scale on AI research. And then a player like NICE, which basically offers the entire contact center in a box. The big takeaway here? These guys are the incumbents. They're powerful and established. And for these players, the game isn't just about having the coolest new algorithm. No way. They win by selling trust. They compete on deep industry knowledge, on having all the right security certifications like HIPAA and SOC 2, and on their ability to walk into a CIO's office and prove a clear return on investment. It's about the whole package.
Now, let's hop over to the other side of the battlefield and talk about the speedsters. These are the upstarts, the disruptors. You have players like Bland.ai just going for raw, blistering performance. You've got SynthFlow, which is all about getting a company up and running with no code super fast. Then there's VoiceFlow, which is just crushing it on collaborative design and ease of use. And Lindy, which is focused on integrating with everything under the sun. What do they all have in common? Speed and making it easy.
See, their competitive arena is totally different. The speedsters compete on something called developer experience, or DevX. It's all about one thing, removing friction. They win with generous free tiers, clean public APIs, and making it possible for one developer to go from signing up to having a live, working bot in, and I mean this literally, minutes. This is a land grab for the hearts and minds of the builders.
So you've got these two worlds, right? The giants and the speedsters. And it looks like they're playing completely different sports. But what if the real winning strategy isn't about picking a side at all? What if it's about learning how to master both? Let's break down the playbook that does exactly that.
The secret sauce is a hybrid approach, and it rests on three pillars. First, you need a hybrid product. That means a rock-solid, secure, enterprise-grade core with a beautifully simple, frictionless self-serve layer right on top. Second, a hybrid go-to-market. Use a super easy-to-adopt product to bring in tons of users, and that motion becomes a pipeline that feeds your high-touch enterprise sales team. And third, a hybrid pricing model that works for everyone.
And that pricing piece is so important. It has to be flexible. For the developers and the startups, you need transparent, simple, pay-as-you-go options. But for the big enterprise customers, you have to speak their language. That means offering models based on value, like paying per problem solved, or the traditional seat-based licenses they're used to. You have to have the right model for the right customer.
So really, it all boils down to this one phrase: enterprise-grade self-serve. That's the sweet spot. That's the holy grail. The first company that can truly marry the speed and agility developers crave with the security and scale that enterprises demand, that's the company that's going to win this entire market.
Okay, so we've laid out the entire map: the market, the players, the winning playbook. The big question now is, what do you do with all this? How do you turn these insights into your next strategic move?
So let's just quickly pull it all together. Remember, this market is split in two. The real tech battles are being fought over AI that can do things, latency that's faster than human perception, and AI that's safe for a brand. The big guys compete on trust, the startups compete on developer love. The path to victory is a hybrid strategy across your product, your sales, and your pricing. And the ultimate goal? To create this powerful flywheel where a fantastic, easy-to-use product naturally fuels your big enterprise deals. And that brings us to the one final critical question you should be taking back to your team. Take a hard look at your strategy, your product, how you sell it, how you price it. Are you built to compete in just one of these worlds? Or are you truly building the bridge that's required to win in both?